The amusement park industry is always changing and evolving. Each park is always looking to find ways to outdo each other and build the most successful park possible. One of the main keys to that success is adding major new roller coasters. Every single year, we seem to be blessed with the latest and greatest of roller coaster technology. North America always seems to be a big winner each and every year, with many people putting out their top 10 new for 2021 coasters worldwide. I thought I'd pull out my magnifying glass and just take an in-depth look at my top 10 most anticipated roller coasters coming to just North America. I'm not one who's very knowledgeable on roller coasters outside the continent, so I thought it would make the most sense for me to just stick to my areas of strength. There's a slew of great coasters that are planned to open in 2021 in North America to get hyped about, and it'd be very tough to give them any attention they deserve in a worldwide video talking about all the coasters that you guys already know about outside of North America. Before we jump into the list, I need to put out a few disclaimers that will come with this video. It is very possible that some of the coasters on this list will get delayed until 2022 with the current global circumstances that amusement parks have been in. Many of these coasters have already been delayed, so that happening again is very possible. If you are here a few months in the future, make sure to check if these rides actually open this year so you don't actually go to a park expecting that particular ride to be open. Speaking of delays, I actually wanted to go over some coasters that haven't been announced to be delayed until 2022, but it's looking very likely they won't open in 2021. Those coasters include Tron Light Cycle Power Run going to Magic Kingdom, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind going to Epcot, Primordial going to Lagoon, Sidewinder Safari going to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, and Vipera going to Luron. From many sources in the industry, I've heard that all of these coasters are likely to be delayed until 2022, so I did not include them on this list. Also, before we get to the top 10, I'd just like to ask you all to like this video, as it would really help me out in my weekly fight against the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you're new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button. We are on the grind to 2,000 subscribers, and I hate for you to miss any of my awesome content for this upcoming season. So to ensure you won't miss anything, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're the first to see any of my newest content. One more thing I'd like to note is that this list is just based on the limited knowledge that we have about what the ride experiences for these attractions will be like. We won't know which rides are better than others until we can actually ride them. If you disagree, that is totally fine, and feel free to kindly voice your opinion in the comments below. With all that being said, let's talk about a couple honorable mentions that caught my eye. Kersplash going to Edaville Family Theme Park in Carver, Massachusetts. This coaster has been on the new coaster list for years now. Edaville has claimed this ride to be opening many times, but it still hasn't opened, so I didn't feel like it deserved a spot on this list. This coaster is a relocation from the Washington State Fair, so this ride is not brand new. However, this coaster is very unique as it is a very rare E&F Miler water coaster. This coaster has 2 chain lifts and 2 splashdowns in one ride. You can even call this coaster a Mobius Loop water coaster. Our final and second honorable mention is Fun in the Sun coming to Funplex in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This new park will open with one roller coaster, that being a SBF Visa Big Air coaster, also known as the Hamster Wheel. This coaster will be the first of its kind in North America. It also is said to be reaching heights of over 50 feet and will be the star attraction of the park from what I can tell. If you end up in Myrtle Beach this summer, make sure to check out Funplex and snag this rare credit. Now that we have covered all our honorable mentions and wild cards, let's jump into our top 10. At our number 10 spot, we have Phoenix coming to Dino's Wonder Wheel Amusement Park in Brooklyn, New York. This park was shuttered for the whole of the 2020 season, but they will be kicking off their comeback year with a splash with the addition of their largest investment ever. This Vekoma family suspended coaster will be 68 feet tall, reach speeds of up to 34 miles per hour, and have a length of 1,296 feet. The most extreme element of this family coaster will be an extreme overbank turn. It pretty much gets as close as you can get to going upside down without actually going upside down. This coaster will be this boardwalk park's biggest coaster and should provide many people a good reason to hit this park up along with Luna Park in 2021. At our number 9 spot, we have Dragon Slayer coming to Adventureland in Altoona, Iowa in 2021. Dragon Slayer will open as a 6 roller coaster at Adventureland, replacing their old Dragon Coaster, which is where the ride got its name from. The coaster will be an SNS 40 free spin coaster similar to the Joker clones in the Six Flags chain. These rides provide an out-of-control spinning sensation on the side of the track. This coaster may not be the most unique coaster to seasoned coaster enthusiasts, but this coaster should be something new for the folks in Iowa to experience, and we'll be ready to help diversify the park's lineup of coasters. At our number 8 spot, we have American Dryer Looping heading to Indiana Beach in Monticello, Indiana. This coaster is a Schwarzkopf looper that has been relocated multiple times. Unfortunately, this coaster became notorious due to a deadly accident that it had as Chimera at La Feria Chapultepec, Mexico in 2019 due to poor maintenance by the park. However, Indiana Beach decided to purchase this coaster and give it a total makeover, including refurbishing the trains to make sure the ride is safe to operate again. Another positive note is that this coaster is known for its insane intensity like many of the other older Schwarzkopfs are. This coaster features 3 vertical loops and a tightly packed layout that pulls 4.7 G-forces. It will be the park's tallest and fastest coaster, boasting a height of 111 feet and pulling speeds of up to 53 miles per hour. Overall, this coaster should provide a great addition to the lineup at Indiana Beach and become one of the park's star attractions. At our number 7 spot, we have Emperor coming to SeaWorld San Diego in San Diego, California. Emperor is a beat-em dive coaster that was slated to open in spring of 2020, but that coaster was delayed due to the ongoing global pandemic. However, this coaster is slated to open this season with the park reopening in April. This coaster will be the tallest coaster in the park with a height of 153 feet. It will reach speeds of up to 60 miles per hour. This coaster will also feature 3 inversions and the signature vertical dive coaster drop. I've ridden every dive coaster in North America and I've liked all of them. I think SeaWorld will have a winner on their hands whenever they get this coaster open. These dive coasters always seem to be major crowd pleasers, so with a smaller park like SeaWorld San Diego, this coaster should make a splash when it finally opens. Moving on to our number 6 spot, we have Icebreaker breaking the ice at SeaWorld Orlando in Orlando, Florida. Icebreaker is a unique Premier Rides launch coaster featuring 4 launches. This coaster was delayed similarly to Emperor from 2020 to 2021. However, this family thrill coaster will pack a punch whenever it opens. This coaster will feature a max height of 93 feet, hits speeds of 52 miles per hour, and has a 100-degree angle of descent. This coaster will feature a junior scorpion tail and a top hat. The coaster will also encompass many airtime moments, including a sideways airtime hill, which if it delivers like the other sideways airtime hills on other coasters, should be an absolute blast. Overall, Icebreaker should be a great addition to the rapidly expanding SeaWorld Orlando. Sliding into our top 5, we have Stunt Pilot making its debut at Silverwood in Athol, Idaho in 2021. Stunt Pilot will be an RMC Raptor. It will be a mirror image to Railblazer and Wonder Woman Golden Lasso coaster, so if you experience those coasters, you should know what to expect. This single rail coaster will be 113 feet tall, have a 100-foot drop, and will hit speeds of 52 miles per hour. This coaster will have a vertical drop and 3 inversions. These RMC Raptor clones are known well for their fast pacing and ejector airtime that they provide. These RMC Raptor clones have opened to rave reviews, so I'm expecting Stunt Pilot to be no exception. This coaster will be themed to Silverwood's air shows that were discontinued in 1996, so the theme should be really cool for people who are able to experience that show and just in general be a really unique theme. Overall, this addition makes tons of sense with the RMC factory being so close to the park, and this should be a great steel coaster to complement some of the other coasters in Silverwood's collection. Getting into the real showstoppers, at the number 4 spot, we have Jersey Devil Coaster coming to Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey for the 2021 season. Jersey Devil Coaster is a custom RMC Raptor that will be the tallest, fastest, and longest single rail coaster in the world when it debuts in 2021. This coaster was delayed from 2020 as a lot of the other coasters on this list were. This coaster will be 130 feet tall, hit speeds of up to 58 miles per hour, will feature 3 inversions, and take you around 3,000 feet of track. This coaster will also have longer trains than the other standard Raptors that usually only have 8 rows, opposed to Jersey Devil's 12 rows. I was able to see this coaster in person over the summer, and I can assure you this ride is a work of art. The pacing on this coaster should be unreal, knowing what we have with the smaller Raptors. This coaster should provide immense airtime and hang time, especially toward the back of the train. This coaster should be one of the best coasters in the world when it opens, and it will give Six Flags Great Adventure possibly the best 1-2 punch out of any park in the world, with Jersey Devil complementing El Toro. At the number 3 spot, we have one of the most hyped up coasters ever, with Velocicoaster coming to Universal Studios Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida. This Intamin Launch coaster will boast a launch of 70 miles per hour, a 155-foot top hat, and 4 inversions. This coaster will also feature elaborate Jurassic World theming that should be new territory for extreme coasters. There's a lot of great elements, including the zero-G stall on this coaster. However, one thing that does concern me about this ride is the pacing. The pacing looks a little slow in the testing footage, so we'll have to see how it rides. The trains are a bit long for this style of coasters. That could be a possible cause of this issue. However, I think the theming could make up for this and push the coaster over the top as the best new coaster of 2021. I'm still extremely excited to see what Universal can do with this ride and to see how good it actually is when I get the chance to ride it. At the number 2 spot, we have Pantheon coming to Busch Gardens Williamsburg in Williamsburg, Virginia. This coaster was another coaster that was pushed back from 2020 to 2021 due to the pandemic. This Intamin Blitz coaster will have a max height of 178 feet tall and hit a max speed of 73 miles per hour. This coaster will feature multiple launches, 2 inversions, a vertical spike, and a top hat. This coaster should provide some insane airtime and hang time. One of my most anticipated elements on this coaster has to be the outward banking airtime hill, which should provide some insane sustained ejector airtime. There's so much to be excited about with this coaster. This could be one of the best coasters in the world with a layout as good as it has. This will be a great addition to Busch Gardens Williamsburg and could possibly be the best coaster in the park. Taking the gold medal for my most anticipated new for 2021 roller coaster coming to North America, we have Iron Gwazi coming to Busch Gardens Tampa. Like many other coasters on this list, Iron Gwazi was delayed until 2021 from 2020 due to the pandemic. This RMC hybrid coaster should be one of RMC's best creations to date. When it opens, Iron Gwazi will be North America's tallest, fastest, and steepest hybrid coaster to date, with a height of 206 feet, a max speed of 76 miles per hour, and an angle of descent on the first drop of 91 degrees. Iron Gwazi will include numerous airtime moments, including an outer banking airtime hill. It will also include 2 inversions, including one of the most hype up inversions of all time called the Death Roll. Iron Gwazi should be an airtime machine like many of the other RMCs and will be a great addition to Busch Gardens Tampa and will likely compete for many awards in the future. Altogether, in North America, 2021 should be a loaded year for new coasters, whether or not everything on this list opens this season or not. I'm expecting a lot of people to find their new number 1 coasters on this list, and many people's top coaster lists shifting around. Regardless of what happened last year, we have lots of new coasters to look forward to this year, and I can't wait to experience them. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what your most anticipated coasters for next year are. I'd love to hear if you guys have any disagreements with the version of this list that I made. Just make sure to respect my opinion. Also, if you guys would like to see another version of this list where I go over my top 10 new for 2021 coasters that are outside of North America, or a list including every coaster in the world, please let me know down in the comments below. Also, make sure to show your support for this video by dropping a like and subscribing to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. With all that being said, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.